Thank the leader for his leadership on fighting against this bad bill. I thank our New York delegation for standing together, united against this bill. You know, I was a little bit late for this press conference, and I'm going a little bit off script here. But on my way back to my office, I was stopped by a group called Little Lobbyists, and it was parents with special needs children. And they are begging. They are going around the House offices begging people to not take their Medicaid away from them. I heard from a mother whose daughter was in a wheelchair. She went into bankruptcy and she sold her house because when you have a child who has a brain tumor and brain cancer and a genetic disorder, I don't care what party you are, I don't care what race you are, I don't care what religion you are. If you are a parent, you will do anything you can to save your child. And only after her family went through all of that loss did they qualify for Medicaid. Medicaid is keeping her daughter alive. And she had tears coming down from her eyes, saying, please, I don't know how my family, we're just getting back on our feet again. I don't know how we'll take care of our daughter if Medicaid is taken from us. And then there was a mother with a child with a genetic disorder, and she said that because of Medicaid, she can stay home and take care of her child. He requires constant care. Guess what? She's not staying home because she's lazy, because she's a fraudster, because she's trying to cheat the system. She's staying home because she wants to give the loving care to her child. And guess what? That saves taxpayers a lot of money for her to care for her child at home. But with the cuts in Medicaid, she will probably have to send her precious child to an institution, to a nursing home, if there are any nursing homes left after these devastating cuts. This bill is cruel, but it's also bad for New York for other reasons. Now I'm going back to my points. Since taking office, my top priority has been trying to get the SALT deduction cap eliminated. It wreaks havoc on the monthly budgets of families across high tax states like New York. And last year, my Republican colleagues in the New York delegation promised that they would hold the line for a full repeal of the cap. In January this year, they changed it a little bit, and they were discussing a $100,000 cap instead. And now they're settling for a fraction of that. And it doesn't have to be this way. As I think Representative Nadler said, if we do nothing, the SALT cap will just expire at the end of the year. They could just do nothing and bring relief to their constituents. But the Senate bill is a sellout for Long Island. It's a sellout for New York. And families across the region who are hoping for meaningful tax relief will still be forced to pay double taxation going forward. And that's not all. After 5 years, this short-term fix will revert right back to the $10,000 cap that they said was outrageous and they would never support it. It goes right back to that. Just 5 days ago, my Long Island colleague on the other side of the aisle, Rep. Nick LaLota, said he would need a forever fix to vote yes. Well, we'll see what happens maybe in a couple of hours. This morning, he already did a vote to advance this half measure. Long Island families and families across New York are hurting from the cost of living crisis that we face, and they deserve better than this political football. Republicans are also pushing costs on a cash-strapped, overburdened counties and hospitals, putting another tax burden on our constituents. The New York State Association of Counties is warning that $266 million in new administrative costs will be pushed to each of the counties across New York State. And New Yorkers pay already some of the highest tax burdens anywhere, and we send way more to Washington than we get back. But the Republicans think it's better to make us pay even more in taxes to subsidize red states and to pay for our health care. Our constituents sent us here to fight for them, to protect their health care, to make their life more affordable, and to make their lives better. This bill does the exact opposite.